Clancy, listen, if I don't hear from you in the next 5 minutes, well, Carissa, I'm going to have to call your mother up. All right? I already talked to her once tonight. I'm going to have to call her up and tell her that
Hello, friends. Today, we have quite the story time. I literally can't believe I haven't told this story before. Honestly, I guess it's just because this is kind of embarrassing. I mean, we have a lot to talk about today, so grab a cup of tea, grab some popcorn, chips, wine if you're of age. I don't know why I just said wine. If you're not of age, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. So, I mean, I don't even know where to begin. Like, it's really awkward and, like, weird to me that all of this happened when I was filming YouTube videos. Like, I can't explain it. Like, I was, like, grounded and, like, it was crazy. And, like, meanwhile, I was picking up a camera and being like, hey girls, it's Clancy. Today I'm going to show you how to apply eyeshadow. Meanwhile, I wasn't even allowed to leave my house because I was an idiot. Most people go through a year or a certain amount of time in their lives where they rebel, where they kind of just try new things. And by the way, like, I say try new things, like, you guys know me. I've never, like, done drugs or smoked anything in my life. Like, I'm not talking about that. It's more like I was under such strict, curfew and like that type of thing that I was like, no, that's just not what is gonna happen. And there were consequences, and I was an idiot, and I'm gonna tell you the story. So basically, as you guys probably know, growing up, I had a very strict curfew. I was one of those unlucky souls, mom, thank you very much, who was under strict parenting like that. My dream in life, and I planned this out, this was basically my time of rebellion, was my sophomore year of high school. I finished my freshman year, and then the summer before my sophomore year, as well as basically the entire sophomore year, I was just, all I wanted to do was go out on the weekends, have so much fun. I went to an all-girls school, so, like, I honestly loved going out on the weekends and, like, interacting with boys, you know what I mean? That's great. My whole life revolved around just when can I go out at night, literally, and then come home at 10 o'clock for that curfew. But during the summertime, and this was actually the summer going into my, the summer going into my junior year of high school. And I decided to sleep over my friend Carissa's house, which I still love Carissa to this day. Her parents weren't strict at all. And this was like a dream of mine. Like, I was gonna sleep over her house and I could stay up till whatever time I wanted to. We could stay out until whenever we wanted because Carissa's parents didn't care. And I was so excited for this day. And we were just gonna hang out with all of our guy friends as well. And it was just gonna be like the best time ever. Little did I know though, what happened was I said, bye mom, bye dad, I'm just going for a sleepover at Carissa's. We're just gonna stay in all night and play board games. They knew that that's not what was on my agenda. I didn't know they knew. So my mom called Carissa's dad. Mom, I honestly, like, why couldn't you just let me live? I just wanted to hang out with people. She called Carissa's dad and said, I'm actually like mad thinking about this. And she said, she ruined everything. She said to Carissa's dad, just so you know, Clancy has a curfew and she needs to be in by, I think it was 10 p.m. And, like, even though she's living at your house, she has a curfew. And I didn't know this key essential part. Carissa's dad said to us, like, we had to be home by like 10 p.m., whatever it was. And we were kind of like, what? Like, why? Like, is he suddenly giving us a curfew? Like, he never has a curfew. We were kind of like, whatever, like, we don't care. So we go out and we were hanging out at one of our guy friends' houses. It was like so much fun. We were having such a good time. And then the next thing we knew, it was like past 11 and we were getting calls from Carissa's dad. And we were like, what the heck? And we were ignoring them because we were like, we're not going home. Like, we're having so much fun. The thing that sparked this is I have a voicemail from Carissa's dad that he left me. Like, guys, this is so bad. And a backstory, I was always the kid that parents, like, not to be like whatever, but like that parents loved. Like, every parent would have wanted their child to be friends with me just because I was so, like, innocent and, like, very, very nice. I was, like, just considered, like, a good kid. Literally, that's just what I've always been considered when I was little. And so this is, like, so out of character for me, like, to be receiving this phone call from a parent. Anyway, guys, listen to this. It's only 15 seconds long, and this was actually at exactly 11:29 p.m. when we had blown off curfew by, like, an hour and 29 minutes. Okay, this is so bad.
Hey, Clancy, listen, if I don't hear from you in the next 5 minutes, well, Carissa, I'm going to have to call your mother up. All right? I already talked to her once tonight. I'm going to have to call her up and tell her that never showed up. All right? Might have to go looking for you too. Goodbye.
And then I'm so mad. I don't have, by the way, the fact that I still have this voicemail is just, I've just always kept it. Like, I've always kept this in my phone because that's how funny it is to me. There was another voicemail about 5 minutes later, which I don't have, which I'm so mad about. But basically he was like, Clancy, it's me again. You still haven't called? And he's like in the middle of like yelling at us. And then he's like, oh wait, I think I see you guys in that car over there. Oh, and it wasn't us, and he hung up, and it wasn't us. Then, I think a little after midnight, finally, somehow Carissa got in touch with him. I think he showed up to the house, like, knowing where we were, and told us we had to get in his car, and we were like, oh my gosh. And then he informed us, Clancy's not sleeping over tonight, and all I'm thinking is, what do you mean I'm not sleeping over? If I'm not sleeping over, then I can't go home to face my parents at past midnight. They're gonna be like, what the heck? Like, why are you even still out? And then I was just like, this cannot be happening. This can't be happening. Oh shoot, my door is open. I left my door open. So I was just like, please tell me this isn't happening. He ends up pulling in front of my house, and I walk in the door, and my mom's like, Clancy, what are you doing home? And like, she's like almost like happy, like not happy, but like she's just so, like she, basically she's ignorant of what's about to happen. It just hasn't hit her yet. She's like, what are you doing home? And I'm just like, oh, I decided like I just didn't want to sleep over her house anymore. She's like, I just wanted to sleep here. Not knowing Carissa's dad actually followed me to the door. Yeah, followed me to the door to come tell my mom what happened. And I didn't know. So I'm like at the door being like, I just wanted to come home. And then all of a sudden I hear, yeah, Clancy and Carissa just completely disobeyed me all night. And I'm like, what? And I turn around and I see him and I'm like, are you kidding me? And he's like, I don't know what, like they wouldn't answer my phone calls. They stayed out all night, blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, I love my life. And my mom was definitely not happy because just a couple of weeks prior, I also have this voicemail saved because it makes me laugh really hard. When I was younger, I used to, or not younger, just in this one period of rebellion, my parents would call me to come home for curfew and I just wouldn't answer. Like I just literally like would not answer. And then finally when I would come home, they'd be like, you didn't answer our calls and we were telling you to come home. And I would literally just be like, that's so weird. I didn't get your calls. It's so obvious. Obviously, I was getting them. And they'd be like, Clancy, we know you're getting the calls. And I'd be like, honestly, I don't know what's wrong with my phone. And they were like, I remember they gave me my brother's phone to take out one time. They were like, then take Neil's phone out. And I was like, that's so weird. Even on Neil's phone, I'm not getting the calls to come home. And they were like, well, then come home. Like, this is your time. You have to come home. And I was like, you can't expect me to look at the time when I'm out. Like, time flies. Like, it was crazy. And so one time in particular, my mom was like, call me when you get to Nicole's house. And I didn't call her, and this was just she just freaked out and listened to this voicemail.
Clancy, please call me so I don't have to take the van to go looking for you. You never called to say you got there safely. Bye-bye.
She was so mad. I mean, in hindsight, I do feel bad. And honestly, guys, you know, do as I say, not as I do. I mean, here's the thing. The reason that this is so harmless to me is because, like, I can't reiterate it enough. I wasn't out doing drugs or smoking marijuana or like cigarettes or anything like that. Like I was doing harmless stuff. I just wanted to hang out longer. Like that was it. So that's why I'm kind of taking this more lightheartedly. Like I don't want you guys to be influenced like, oh, well, if Clancy did this when she was little or younger, like let me go. No, honestly, like, yeah, I'm laughing about it, but like in the moment, that wasn't fair to Chris's dad or my mom. And like, that wasn't cool at all. It just came from being so like, between going to an all-girls school and having this curfew, it's like, I just want to, like, live. I don't ever want to be a preacher on here, but I can't say it enough. If you're 15, 16 years old, like, be 15 or 16 years old. You have your whole life to drink alcohol and do all of that. Like, seriously, I'm 22 now, and I take alcohol, I could take it or leave it. Like, it's I don't know. And plus, honestly, like if you're doing it to fit in, like, no. If anything, I've always been the type of person who's like, I would gladly say no to someone. Like, I love being able to have that like strength, you know what I mean? Because yeah, it is a little bit like crazy when you're in a circle and everyone's passing around a bong or something like that, and you're like, nope. Like at first it's like, oh my gosh, am I gonna be judged? But by now it's like, bro, like, I'm, like, cool. Like, I'm too cool for that. Sorry. Not that I'm judging anyone who does, whatever, yada, yada, yada. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought about this little story time video. If you would like more, if you would not like more. And actually right now I have to update you guys on my conundrum in life, like my current issue. Instagram story, I've been getting really into it lately. So if you guys aren't following me, follow me on Instagram. Link in the down bar, it's just my name, Clancy Burke. But if you guys are following me on that, you know my whole freaking crazy day I've been having, and I need to let you guys know that it's kind of turning around. But you know what? That's for the secret. I do kind of like more personal things on there, I guess. Like, I don't know. You guys know if you follow me. So yeah, I'm gonna go do that. Hope you guys enjoyed. Stay safe. Be a good kid. Seriously. Yeah. Okay. Bye-bye.